What's happening, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about why I am not buying a Hero 11 yet. But first, look at this. The corn is changing. It's getting ready to be harvested. We're up here on Pen Shop Road in Damascus, Maryland. And I know if you just came here for Hero 11 content, my apologies, but this is my favorite office, all right? I have the ability to travel and show you different sites while I give you information. So we're gonna head down the road here and talk about the Hero 11. So from the spec sheet, which I have not studied today, the biggest changes for the Hero 11 are the 1.9 inch sensor. So it's a little bit bigger than the Hero 10 and Hero 9. And it allows for an 8:7 aspect ratio, which can later be cropped in post to both vertical and horizontal formats, thus satisfying the TikTokers, Instagrammers, and YouTubers all in one package. That is, to me, the biggest change between the 10 and 11, all right? Yes, you get a little bit better battery life, but that's because they stopped selling the blue top batteries and they're now selling the Enduro ones only. According to their website, you can't buy a regular Hero 9 or 10 battery. And you know what? They have some still in the warehouse because I've got replacements on order for the ones of mine that have swollen. Along with that, you get 10-bit color, which I think is pretty cool because it'll allow for less banding in the skies. So today is kind of overcast-ish and you can't really tell, but if it was a blue sky, there would not be as much division of color between the top and bottom, you know, as it fades from a dark blue to a light blue, that sort of thing. And the specs on that means you go from like 1.6 million colors to 1 billion colors. Not that you'll see any of that on YouTube, because YouTube likes to crush everything. Their compression ratios are so high because they have so much they have to stream all day long, every day. It's mind-boggling how much server space and how much bandwidth YouTube alone needs on the internet. But moreover, the Hero 11 has a little bit better screens. You know, and look, I don't own one, obviously, but I have spent quite a bit of time researching it. And which way should we go? Oh, we're taking Long Corner. Heck yeah. Long Corner is a nice little road. So I've spent a ton of time researching the thing. I've watched David Manning's videos, Peter McKinnon's videos, all that stuff. I've watched a ton of videos on this, and I've checked on the first adopters, you know, posts and everything, and I'm just not sold on it. I think it's going to be a great camera, but unlike the 9 and the 10, I am not going to be an early adopter of it. With the 9, I got it straight out of the box. I had to return one. They made some running changes, they made some firmware upgrades, and now the 9 is on my handlebars, or on my fairing rather, and it's a pretty good camera. I don't trust it for up here, but I trust it for there. The 10 came out, and it also has some teething issues. My buddy Dewey Rides, he's had nothing but problems with the three Hero 10s that he bought. It's a nice little neighborhood. Look at that. Yeah. Nice big lots. I like big lots. And I know I could do this at my desk and maybe not ramble and have all the specs in front of me, but like I said earlier, this is my preferred office. You know, I want to sit at this desk. This desk is where I want to be. Hey, that road connects. But they're doing loose gravel. Yeah, I don't want loose. You couldn't see it, but I saw a sign that said loose gravel. But like I said, this is my favorite desk. So back on topic, John. Have a swig of coffee. You're too slow. What else does the Hero 11 bring to the table? It brings something that I really like, and that is the same exact form factor as the 9 and 10, and the same batteries. So if you have a 9, a 10, and an 11, all three share the same accessories. They share the same media mod. They share the same batteries. Like I said, that is a big bonus in my book. I really don't like taking the 8 out anymore because it takes a different battery. And if I run low on one or I forgot to charge something and one camera I wasn't using, I can just swap the batteries and keep on going, which is great. But the reliability issues of the new releases of GoPro cameras the last couple of years has really driven me away from buying the 11. I would love to get a DJI, and I'm gonna mess it up, but their Action 3, I think it's called. I would love to buy one of those. It's like $100 cheaper, $70 cheaper, whatever. And it has, from my vantage point, better features for my use case. Oh, this road's gonna get fun here in a minute. Nice. But I have yet to find, and I did some research. I could not find a cross-brand remote. If you know of one, drop it in the comments below. Your old buddy John wants to buy it. Oh, I want to try it out so bad because I'd love to get to other brands, but I use my remote. It hangs here on my cup holder all the time. I used it today. I've been riding for like 2 hours, and without the remote, I'd be out of battery juice, or I'd have to stop and pull over all the time. And nobody wants to do that. I want to keep on trucking, my friends. So what would push me over the fence to buying an 11? A sale for one. I paid $400 a year ago for my 10. They came with a bunch of goodies. And now it looks like they stripped out the goodies and they still charge you $400. I could use spare handles. I could use spare thumb screws. It doesn't look like the package comes with that stuff. And that's just a damn shame. It really is. There's no mincing words on that one. The other thing is, I want to see this cropping in action from the 8:7 aspect ratio. I want to see that in action. Once I do it, that would also help push me over the line to buying the new camera. But until then, I'm going to run with the 10 and the 9. I've got them to a point where I haven't even done the latest firmware upgrade on the 10 because it has worked flawlessly since I did the factory reset a few months ago. No kidding. I just strap it to the helmet, put the 9 on the fairing, and away I go. And look at this. Look at these fields. Oh, God's country out here, folks. Freaking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this road is too much fun. Long Corner Road. I got to remember this one. I just kind of picked a random road today and decided I was just going to ride in a direction. And then when something looked interesting, I was going to take it. And I knew Penn Shop Road goes to a golf course going the other way. So I figured it had to be fun coming the other way. And I was right. Look at this. Oh, gravel. And we're just tooling along today, having a good time, having a conversation, because I want to know your thoughts on the Hero 11 in the comments below, or make your own video if you are also a YouTuber like me who loves their mobile office. Maybe you don't. Maybe you like sitting in front of desk. Yeah, maybe you do. I think for a lot of people, it's going to come down to being a budgetary issue. There are quite a few people that I talk to on a regular basis who have complained that it is a lot of money to buy a new camera. And their complaints are justified, in my opinion. $400 every year for a camera is a lot of money to spend on something if you're not getting paid for it. Now, I'm monetized, so I get a couple of bucks here and there, but it still doesn't pay. It hasn't paid for these cameras. And really, there's no big jump from the 10 to 11. So what I'll say is, if you have an 8, you're going to see a significant upgrade. The colors, the sensor, everything's going to be a big upgrade for you. But if you have a 9 or a 10, we should go straight here, I think. Yeah, we're going to go straight. If you have a 9 or a 10, then you should stick with what you got. Because the big thing for me is the forward-facing camera. I can tap on the back of the screen, and I can see I'm perfectly in frame right now. Right centered, everything. Did I make a mistake? There's no lines on this road. Anyway, the front-facing screen is the big thing for me. I love the front-facing screen on the 9 and 10. It was the #1 reason I bought the 9, and then the 10 had it. So, you know, obviously I wanted the new GP2 processor with the 10, and the 10 has the front-facing screen too. So that's a bonus for me, and that's where I'm at. It's like, GoPro, you let me down. Whoa, that's narrow. You don't see that on a talking head video, but the 9 and 10 overheat, and I have not seen enough evidence, and I still have to watch David Manning's video on overheating and whether or not it does, but I do believe that the 10 overheats more than the 9, and then the DJI Action 3 doesn't overheat at all. So by not kind of guaranteeing that it can't overheat, they let me down. They need better heat dissipation. That is for sure. If they had the heat dissipation thing, oh my gosh. See, I record a lot of motovlogs, but at the same time, I do off-bike stuff too, and I don't want my camera overheating. I did a video reviewing a new pressure washer that I bought recently, and both of my 9 and 10 cameras, they both overheated while I was recording, which is not good. I've been down that road. There's horse farms. Let's go check it out. And I just can't have a camera that overheats. It's just not, it's not good, all right? Enough, moving on. What else could GoPro have done to secure my purchase? Now, mind you, if GoPro's watching this, hey, send me a camera. I'm happy to review it and do all the tests. I really am. But to put my money where my mouth is, the 11 ain't there yet. I have not seen enough evidence of it being that much better than the 10. Evolutionary, not revolutionary. Did you enjoy that musical interlude? Oh, I love it. And that just goes to show you how solid the stabilization is on the Hero 10 with a max lens mod. And that's one final point I want to make before we wrap this up, is that GoPro did build in their max stabilization and horizon lock for the Hero 11. They built it in, it's baked in, works with the regular lens, so you don't have to go through and do a max lens mod, which is like 80 bucks, all right? They're not cheap, but you don't have to install one to get what you just saw in my video. Also, they built in a Hyperview width. It's supposed to be like 12 millimeter focal lens or something, I don't know, but it's pretty wide. I don't think it's as wide as the max lens mod, but it's up there. So those two things, those are pretty cool. I will give GoPro that. But let's wrap this thing up, all right? All right, wrapping this thing up. The Hero 11 has some new features, a new sensor, supposedly better battery life. We don't know quite about the reliability or the heat dissipation yet, which is why I haven't bought one, and probably won't for a while until they go on sale. Probably Christmas or January, they'll have it on sale for like $350 or $300, probably $350. Then I'll probably buy one. But I haven't seen the evidence yet. Have you seen the evidence? Did you buy one? Have you gotten it? Are you testing it out now? I'm really curious to see what other people think of this camera, so drop a comment below. And if you didn't buy one, leave a comment below, because I'm really curious as to other people's perspective on this and why they didn't buy one. Maybe our perspectives line up. You know, that's a really good question. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on traffic. My office is now parked. Oh, but I love it. This is great. I thank you very much for coming on a ride with me and taking some time out of your day to have this conversation or to start this conversation. So thank you very much. If you like the video, boop the like button, go peruse the channel. Maybe it's worth subscribing to now. I have 313 videos now. That's a lot of videos. But anyway, I hope you're having a great day. I hope the rest of your day goes just as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So we're going to put my playlist of unboxing and tests over here and a video YouTube thinks you'll like here. Check them out. Let me know what you think. See ya.